Hello and welcome. I'm Rahul. You're watching me on my YouTube channel, my talk show. And if you're watching me consistently, welcome back to my channel. I always come up with new ideas and try to inform you of latest development, whatever is happening in the real world. Because I strongly feel that if you keep yourself motivated, and updated, you can pull off anything in your life. Because it is essential and important that we keep ourselves updated and keep honing our skills, making ourselves apt for any opportunity is our duty. Because if we are not enhancing our knowledge, not working on ourselves, then we are lapsing the time which should be used in benefiting ourselves, because it is very important, that we do pertinent activities in order to enhance our qualities. Because most of the time we try to scroll, you know many little videos which you call shorts, and we do not get values in that kind of scrolling videos or wasting the time. But what I say, if you see long form videos, where they teach something, where they try to amplify your knowledge, where they try to bestow something important to you, and when you invest your time wisely in that kind of video, you learn something. Later on, you can use it to enhance your capabilities, your skills, or if you apply it further to enhance your experience, you may have better understanding how things work, not only in digital arena but also offline works can be related to the educational videos or whatever being imparted online. If you will consume that kind of content which can hone your skills, that will be really good. As people say that if you have good friendship with five people, you hang around with good those people who are already successful, you can have also a successful career. The same is true with digital arena. If you watch good videos, if you watch long form videos which can give you something, which can percolate some information that can be useful, it can be used in a beneficial way and it will be useful for your time, that you have invested, that will be worthy. The same is true in digital arena as well. And if you will do futile things, scrolling up and down short videos, it will not give you anything important. And that's why don't be importunate. That you should be pertinent. You should be someone who can link himself up to those kind of qualities, which are needed. So don't get irrelevant out of market. Try to stay in the market, and for that you have to enhance your skill. You have to accumulate and assimilate such a knowledge, and that is what I am advocating for today. It is essential that we learn something important. Because see, if we are not working on ourselves, if we are not investing above shoulder, then we are making a mistake, huge mistake. And if we will be investing above shoulder, we can make fortune out of that. And that is what is the reality. Because if you will listen to good videos, you are learning some new skills. And if you be apt for new opportunities, you can make a better career. Or if you want to start up any kind of business, then you can invest all this knowledge in that way business. Nowadays you would be looking after if any job, you would see that the world is changing fastly, especially the information age that was previously being done manually, all have gone digital form. Big data are coming, you have to interpret data, you have to make valuable interpretations, and then you have to give your accumulated knowledge, you have to interpret, and then you have to apply it so that certain implications could happen. You have to give certain results based on data. You have to drive yourself, even in market, if you want to gain something, some substantial leads, you have to interpret data. Unless something substantial you get, nothing will happen. So having data interpretation skills, having the skills of using Excel, having skills of using minimal quality of words, special PowerPoint presentations, all these things are basic skills that you should know. Along with that, if you are knowing technical skills to enhance your capabilities, to automate your tasks like doing automatic mails, and jotting out all those mails with the help of AI agents or other useful uh, products, useful softwares that you can automate. If you can make information processing very faster and very accessible, you can do miracles. That is what is being done nowadays. Businesses are approaching those people who can solve their day-to-day problems, who can automate their data, who can bring their businesses in numerical values which can be interpreted, and based on that they can enhance their customer base, they can enhance their savings, they can do better marketing, they can target better segment of people. So all these things are being done, by the people. So if you'll be enhancing your knowledge, you have a lot of opportunity to cater these kind of people. So wherever you want to find opportunity, if you are apt for that, you'll certainly be hired. Or if you want to start your own business, you will have a keen sense how to develop strategies to run your business. I'm telling you, nowadays those businesses are sustaining who are doing better monitoring based on data. If you're not monitoring your all industries, you're not creating checkpoints, how to monitor how you are producing things, where are your raw materials, how it is being produced, and how it is being distributed, how it is being marketized, how it is being sold, what have been your revenue, what has been your profit. At each and every junction, if you're not applying people, and processes to a certain, if you're not collecting data, how can you enhance your experience, how can you enhance your savings? Everything is important. Day to day monitoring are getting placed, compliance and monitoring are part of each and every businesses that there, because compliance are being very favored, because governments, they are also issuing each and every day new and new rules for being compliance, for ascertaining compliance, for being ascertain what has been the position of these businesses. So many compliance are coming. Even if you are selling any kind of product, if you want to stay in the market, you have to look after monitoring and compliance. That is very important and very essential nowadays. So everything, as you monitor your own self personality, if you want to become a better person, your communication skill is one of the most important thing. Secondly, your personality, something should be expressed exclusively from your personality, so that people can ascertain which kind of personality you are. Intrinsic qualities, how you handle situations, how you handle a problem, what has been your way to solve a problem. Even your dressing and dressing sense is also being monitored. So all these things are important for self-development. The same is true with business development. Certain processes and system you have to build, because processes and system will keep your business alive, and that is what is the reality nowadays. And nowadays I would like to tell you that it is also important that spiritually you be intact. If you want to be driven, in this market, in this world as well, you have to be spiritually intact as well. It is important and imperative, very important. You do meditation, you keep clarity, you keep serenity in your mind, tranquility, peace of mind are very important. And nowadays in this mad scramble, it is becoming much more important to be peaceful personality, who can have, even be dynamic, along with that keep a peace in your mind all the time, because if you will be driven peacefully from within, then only it can reflect in your personality and aura, and the people around you will be peaceful. See, I have worked more than 12 years in a banking industry, and now I have got all this information, how to drive yourself in more compassionate way, and having clarity is more important. So whatever juncture you are, whatever status you have got in your business or in your employment, if you are not having tranquility of mind, along with that dynamic personality to handle each and every word more compassionately and more passionately, then all things will not matter if these qualities you don't have. So you have to develop all these qualities in order to live a peaceful life, in order to live a better life. Work-life balance has got changed many nowadays. It doesn't mean that you get too much, leave, because industries are being driven with low employment. You can say that they are taking few people and wants more output. So your engagement certainly will increase. If you can enhance your productivity, if you can proliferate your productivity with the help of technologies or your own expertise, if you are becoming more dexterous, that is okay. But along with that, if you're not developing yourself and leaving behind, so this is a crime nowadays, you can say that. So you have to fit in all these mad scramble, and you have to be dynamic. Along with that, peace of mind is also important, tranquility of mind is also important. Spirituality is foundation of each and every development. That is what we have to understand. Thank you for listening to me.